Guys, it's your own boy, the one only Great Dane, back with day 984, Star Drop opening. It looks like we have our Supercell store daily freebie of 100 bling, and I'm in the Supercell content creator program. And again, I must be one of the luckiest MFs in Brawl Stars because again, it's been like 5 days, and I already have another luckiest day, which means 12 more Nova drops. Again, I don't even know if there's like a guarantee or anything on getting any luckiest days during this event, but it should make it way easier for me to get the guaranteed 100 or whatever is necessary to get the Dark Void Master Finks skins. So again, without further ado, as you guys can also see in the title, we should be having a special guest in today's video. Again, I'm as excited and surprised as you are, but again, the timing just worked out, so we're going to try and make this work here. Let's see what we have. Should have my 6 daily wins already if I'm not mistaken. Alright, and we have a really slow opening drop, so we could get something really good here. Alright, still 1,000 coins. Won't bat an eye at that. We have a sad ice cream cone? Where's this coming from? Alright, another relatively slow one. I think we got, an upgrade to the Juju Star Patrol skin. Or I should say character, I guess. And yet another icon again. Always happier to get the cosmetics than just random resources. Okay, yet another upgrade to Juju here for defeating Voidmaster Finks. An upgrade to Amber. An upgrade to Juju. Again, apparently there are more rewards after you defeat Finks. I don't know if it increases your odds of getting those rewards after you defeat him, but again, if I'm getting more now, that should help, I would think. Yet another upgrade to Amber here. Okay, we've got a pretty neat icon here for the Star Patrol Amber. A pin there. 300 power point drop. Another 300 power point drop. Okay, an upgrade for B. There's the 100 blink from the Supercell store. I have a daily streak, day 394, with a reward of 10 power points, and the fortune favors the brawl, which again doesn't really tell us much, but again, I actually still have to invite our special guest this video, so again, I'm going to pause and I'll be back in 1 second. Alright, so we got him in the lobby here now. Again, probably have to do it this way from now on, again, just because it's so awkward with the opening of the star drops having to be immediately after I get the 6 daily wins. But again, I'm glad to have him here. Grady's Clips Pro, and I'll try and make sure to put his YouTube account up in the iCard. You guys can check it out if you want to. Again, not sure if he's aspiring to be a YouTuber himself or anything, but as we speak, or as I speak and you guys watch, he is currently going to be chatting away on the Discord to tell you guys whatever he wants to, because again, we do have the text chat muted here, but again, we can easily solve that by utilizing the Discord. So he'll leave the lobby once he's done, which was actually his idea. I wasn't smart enough to think of that myself, so yeah, again, greatly appreciate that he'd do that too, just to make sure everything's flowing smoothly here. But again, I should be able to waste plenty of time looking through the game here to let him finish typing. So again, nothing really too crazy going on. Featured offers. I have a daily freebie of 10 power points as well as 5 credits. Star Nova drop is the same as the Star Nova section. Still have the esports Jackie skin. Alright, looks like we have about 4 Juju offers today. Again, we'll have to see if there's anything crazy. And 10% on Brother Bow. It's really not that special. Porcelain Pearl, 20% off is slightly more convincing. 10% off Crazy Clown Carl. Again, not too crazy. 20% off Toon Spike. Again, I'm really just not seeing anything here too appealing. Alright, so as of today, I have no XP doublers and 238,853 power points. It looks like he's done already. Again, do have quite a bit more to show off here. So again, I've got Voidmaster Finks down by about 1,000 health here with still 24-ish days to go, so making plenty of progress. And again, we technically haven't even got to the portion with Starr Nova here. Her crystal isn't even available until 4 more days. Again, not really sure what that means, but there are other events that are going to happen, such as boss battles and the likes during this season, so I think we still have plenty more to be excited about as well. And as you guys can see, I have made a bit more progress on Mortis 2, so again, I am happy to see that they are roughly making sure that Seems Showdown almost always has the mod on it each day, which again, very helpful for me to at least attempt pushing Mortis here. I just unfortunately don't have a lot of time today, and again, the timing with the Grady's Clips Pro just worked out perfectly, so I'm really glad to get him in here when the timing works for both of us too. So, and let me rush along here so we can get back over to him. But again, I don't think anything too crazy is going on today other than that. The Starr Nova animation still. I don't think there's any special quests or anything like that. Actually, there's one thing I don't want to forget. This is actually, that's weird. It was showing Spike, but now it's showing Colette. I'm wondering if it is it random between the two of them? Because it was, oh, there it is. So there's this weird thing with Spike where it just flips him around, so I think it's a little glitched. It's not supposed to be showing him off to the side there. But again, ever since they added this new version of the season, we haven't had that little Spike sock on the pass. Don't know if that's really anything significant, but yeah, so we still have the Starr Nova event going on, obviously. Featured mode for today is Hot Zone Controller Chaos. And we also have Wipeout Attrition. I mean, I'm trying to consider, like, what modes should I be saying? Because I usually always just say, like, the last 4, because I think these first 4 are always kind of standard. We have Brawl Hockey Super Center, Knockout 5v5, Journey of 1,000 Steps with the mod itself, which again, I gotta keep remembering, it's called Starr Nova Crystals. Well, we have Brawl Arena the Smack Dome. We have Brawl Hockey Free Play Bouncy Bowl. And Gem Grab Gem Fort Hall 2. But yeah, again, really nothing too crazy going on here today. So again, I'm going to pause for a second. I'm going to hop back to the Discord to show off what Grady wants to say. And let's see what we have. Alright, so we're back with the Discord. Let's see, I guess I'll read it out for him. Okay, so my message to everyone watching is that you should subscribe to The Great Dane. He makes great content and is so wholesome to others. Also make sure to enter his giveaways. Peace. Again, I did not ask him to say that, guys, I swear. So that's very kind of him. I really appreciate it. And again, I'll have his channel link so you guys can check him out as well. He seems like a pretty nice guy himself. So, and besides, I don't want the video to be too long. I'm already recording this later at night, but I am happy to say that I have given away at least 6 of the 10, again, what am I calling them here, Godzilla egg pins in the game already, and obviously Grady here is one of them. So I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm going to come back with the evidence that he shared with me as well. Alright, so it's not a video this time, but it's even easier, I guess. We just have the straight picture of Grady's Clips Pro claiming his free Godzilla egg here. And again, I'm going to have to keep pausing and coming back to the other 5, but I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we're back with Green Cube Guy's redemption here of his free Godzilla egg. Again, I actually kind of appreciate that there's no audio on it because whenever people submit the video, the audio is usually like blasting loud. People are gonna get like blown out of the room. But again, we'll keep going here. Still at least 4 more to show. Alright, so we're back with Deb Ash, or again, I believe in this case, the YouTube account they used to win this time was Dehiva79, I think. Again, I didn't quite make the list yet, but again, you're just gonna have to have trust here again. Oh. And again, showing off the brawl pass again too. Again, you can see from my message there. Again, if you guys weren't aware, this person has entered in 3 of the giveaways and won in all 3 of them. So incredibly lucky. If they keep entering the giveaways here, or if I do a giveaway with only 1 reward, I guess you guys shouldn't even enter because it seems like they're just going to win every time somehow. The luck is clearly on their side, but I'm glad they're having a blast with it. Again, looks like they're making progress on the pass too. I think this is going to be a pretty fun season if you guys stick with it. Again, the crystal mod is, I know people are feeling kind of like iffy about it, right? My understanding is, and I think it was Big Nub or Marcoium. I can't pronounce that. Know how to pronounce his other YouTube username, but he was saying, "Oh, I'm not really a fan of the mod. I think the trick to winning with that Star Nova Crystals mod is you just don't pick up the crystals, especially Juju's, because the Juju crystal is so bad at dealing damage up close. It actually nerfs most brawlers. Like, I wouldn't usually be able to defeat Bull as Mortis, but if Bull picks up that crystal, I can actually really easily defeat him. So again, I usually try to dash around that crystal and get them to accidentally pick it up so I can get a free kill, especially if it's, or takedown, especially when it's like 1v1 to finish off a solo showdown round. But again, there's strategy there, but it's definitely a bit more awkward odds, I would say, because not all the abilities are incredibly overpowered, so sometimes it's even better not to pick them up, though you would think it would be the other way around. But again, I should have at least 3 more to show off here, so I'll be back in a second. Alright, so we have the redemption from Master Mo here. Again, I don't know why that was. Usually, when people record the videos, I think it's kind of funny, because on this one, there's just that weird delay for some reason between him doing it and clicking the claim button, I assume. I don't know why, but again, thank you, of course, to everyone so far who's actually submitting evidence here for everyone to see that these giveaways are real. Again, I obviously won't be shoving the trials and tribulations in the title or whatever, just because again, we did have a actual person in the video, so of course the focus will be that we had a special guest in the video. And again, if you guys are wondering how he got into the video, again, of course, you have to be a giveaway winner. It's an extra award that I do for anyone that wins one of my giveaways to try to make it feel a bit more special, right? Something you can't get anywhere else. And of course, no one's ever obligated to use that extra reward, but it never expires. So I just think it's a really cool thing to be able to do, and it's always a lot of fun to try and get people in here. The timing doesn't always work out, but I keep working with people until we eventually get it. So again, should be at least 2 more people. Let's keep going. Alright, so we're back with Gauther Brawl Stars Redemption, which again, Tififa, I still don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, but they changed their name. Oh. They're all, I don't care if they're long, they're all just so loud most of the time. I hope this isn't actually blasting you guys out of the room if you, low battery alert, if you guys have your volume turned up as well. Oh my gosh, okay. And again, if I remember correctly, this should be a Red Star Fox that's played with me on stream before. Again, I'm trying to do way too much in too short a time, but they even included the typing in the video. Okay. Well, again, it seems that they definitely appreciate it again, and I, of course, always appreciate the videos. I think it's fun to show them off or at the end of Star Drop opening videos, actually, but again, I should have 1 more, and then I just have to make my list and figure out who the last 4 people are. Again, obviously, we all know who the 10 winners are. I just have to make sure I'm getting the last 4 winners their rewards. And of course that they're actually aware that they won. I would really hope they all are, because I try to message them in my posts right after the giveaway, but yeah, nonetheless, I know people get busy too. And again, that one person, I wasn't going to say it, but they already post on YouTube, so it's visible for everyone to see anyway. The reason they weren't able to make a video is because, what was their name? It's like Namels H9U. They were in the hospital at the time, so I really had to go out of my way to get to them on TikTok. But again, I'd say it was worth it overall, right? But yeah, again, it really just goes to show you never know what someone else is going through too, so you never want to jump to conclusions. But again, let's jump on to the last person here. Alright, and this was just one last picture. I believe, again, the redemption from Gale 7 Pro 7. They didn't actually include a picture of them actually getting the reward, so this is all we have to work with here. But again, you can see it's at least a different account, so I appreciate anyone for at least trying, because not everyone even does a picture or video for me. But again, it really just helps to show that these giveaways are genuine. And again, I should have also finished that sentence off with, they're in the hospital, but they're going to be fine, okay? So don't freak out about that. But anyway, yeah, again, I'm really happy to be getting the rewards out just a bit faster this time. Obviously, I'm not doing 2 giveaways at once this time, so that also helps a lot. But I still have 4 more to give away, and again, I got to make sure all the winners are aware that they've won, that they're aware of that small change that happened. Again, if you guys weren't aware, so if you guys didn't see the post, you're going to be a bit confused, because you're going to be thinking, wasn't it supposed to be the goo egg spray or whatever, the weird one with the smiling and the golden tooth? And that's what I thought too, but it seems like Supercell kind of tricked me this time, because that's the icon they were showing, but it was saying it was a pin. So this, again, the pin you're actually seeing in the videos is of course the actual reward, but again, it's weird that it was showing the spray as the actual reward. But again, luckily none of the winners so far have actually had that pin yet, so I didn't have to re-roll or anything. And again, it'd just be a shame to have to re-roll when these people already won anyway. So again, I'm hoping none of the winners do have that pin, so I can just keep going. But again, if you didn't win it, just keep an eye out, because I don't know if I'm going to have to re-roll on any of the last 4, but of course we'll let you guys know once I've given away all of the Godzilla green egg pins. Again, I keep, like, how do I name these things? I don't even know, because they don't all have official names. In fact, I'm not sure I think they have names in the files, but you can't see them in game, so it's so awkward trying to call these pins by a name. But again, hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about, at least here. And essentially, keep an eye out for my posts. The last thing I'll say is I want to put out a post shortly after I get this video out, and tell you guys how you can also continue to help the channel in a separate way besides just subscribers, because you guys keep asking me, well, how can I help the channel more without, obviously just like sending me money? And I do think I have a pretty good idea of a way you guys might be able to help. It's not like anything too crazy, it's just if you guys want to, of course, and I wouldn't even bring it up otherwise unless you guys asked. So I will put out a quick post on what I think you guys could do that would help us progress a bit faster here. But again, I am just so over the moon, right, to even be able to say that I have 1,000 subscribers, and we're still gaining a few more today even, so it just is such a cool thing. So again, let me just hop back over for one more second here. So come back and we will finish the video here with Grady's Clips Pro. Again, thank you so much for joining me on today's Star Drop opening. It was a pleasure to have you in. Thank you for the kind words. Again, I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy your free pin. Again, I don't know where you guys plan on using this pin, or if you're just going to start spamming it in all your matches. But again, I do these giveaways because of you guys. The channel is really nothing without you guys. So again, that's why I do these giveaways, even though it's obviously more cumbersome on my end, and why I try to make them just feel so much cooler. But again, thank you guys so much for the support. I'll put out a post on another thing I was thinking of that might help, but again, never feel obligated. And other than that, again, the simplest thing you could do is just tell your friends. But other than that, let's see how far I can take this, guys.